All right, a lot of things happened while we were taking our little break.
Yeah.
Like Shelley Long ODing.
Yeah, I saw that on the cover of one of the papers over the long weekend, and it looked like she was, like, I thought somebody from Cheers was dead, you know? So OD and think, dead, but no. She pulled out of it. A cry for help.
A cry for help. She broke up with her boyfriend. Or the husband broke up with her.
Ouch.
And she went into a deep depression and started sleeping all day. And unfortunately,
just put this happy song on.
Oh, I know.
Just put this happy song on, and everything's fine.
Yeah. Be reminded when things were good for you, when you were young and hot and happening in Hollywood. Yeah, this is what she wants to hear today. Instead of what was written in the paper, one of her friends said, "It's very sad to see this woman who is only 55 looking like she's turning 90.
Oh, boy.
For 18 months, she's been getting more and more depressed. It's like seeing someone falling off a cliff. She told some of her good friends she felt she had nothing to live for."
You know what I found funny, by the way, about reading that in the paper over our break was...
Hopefully nothing, Ben.
Whatever, Dick. They interviewed a bartender at the Bull and Finch in Boston.
Yeah, he's been there for, 30 years or something?
First of all, the Bull and Finch doesn't even look like anything like Cheers, but he's some expert about her. I was just like, what idiots in the Post.
Yeah, who went for that angle?
Oh, thanks, Ben. Here it is, actually. Eddie Doyle, the real-life Ted Danson.
Oh, yeah.
Who served drinks for 30 years at the Bull and Finch pub in Boston. The bar in which
Ted
Cheers
Danson.
was based on, said, "I'm just really surprised and hope she's going to be all right. I guess they say things like that happen around the holidays."
That guy really gave the scoop. Good thing they went to him for the skinny. That guy really has his finger on the pulse of what's going on in Hollywood. What a new angle, Boston boob.
That was the worst part of, one of the worst parts of living in Boston. Was anytime he got a visitor, can we go to Cheers? It doesn't look like the Cheers on TV.
Yeah, they only use the outside shot of the place, and that's it. And obviously, the bar that you saw in that show was, Hollywood produced or whatever.
Yeah, the closest thing was like the stairway that went downstairs into it.
I don't even think that was close.
No, that was. That
was?
Yeah, because it's kind of the outside establishing shot,
Yeah.
But you'd always get people that want to go to Cheers. And what a touristy dump that is, with the T-shirts, sweatshirts, the beer mugs. Oh.
Yeah, so it's a real bummer about Shelley Long, with the OD thing.
Yeah.
Let's go to the phone and talk to Tom in Ohio. What's up, Tom?
How you doing, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, man, seems like there's something with that Cheers roll, because you got one of them that OD'd on drugs or whatever she took, and then the other one looks like she may OD'd on pork chops.
Kirstie Alley? Yeah. Where is the Star magazine with Kirstie Alley where she admits that no one wants to F her anymore?
You know what? This is a great move for her because she's everywhere. You cannot pick up a tabloid without her big fat face.
Yeah, where was the one who was around here for a while? She was on the cover. And she admitted she's like over 200 pounds now, and she's huge. And no one wants to have sex with her. Oh. Where is that thing? This is the other version.
Yeah, it's a different version.
She was so hot in Wrath of Khan. Remember that? She was in Wrath of Khan.
Was she?
I think so. No, she was in the other one.
Yeah,
she was in the third one or the second one.
She played
Which one
V'ger?
was she in? No. Which Star Trek was she in?
I don't know. I know she was in it.
She was.
She was in
had
Cheers.
Vulcan ears.
Ben, if you can, I know we never got to, but you got to find the other one where she's on the cover.
No, it was Wrath of Khan, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, here it is.
She looks like Ozzy there.
Holy yes, I said
she looks like Ozzy.
She really does. And look, she's giving the finger like, I don't care anymore.
Oh,
she cares. The cover of the Star magazine, 260-pound Kirstie Alley, too fat for sex.
Too fat for sex?
260 pounds she's up to now. She confesses no sex for over 4 years.
Oh, my God.
And that she still can't stop, she can't stop pigging out.
Ugh.
Yeah, so she's a mess as well.
Yeah, you saw that starting to happen during Cheers, but I guess the producers kept it in check. Mm-hmm. They do that. They wield an iron fist, those guys, sometimes. They're very blunt. Lose some weight. You're getting a little fat in the ass. And she went on all kinds of diets, looked good again. But then once Cheers ended,
it just didn't matter anymore.
Did not matter to her.
It's been a rough few years for Kirstie Alley. She's 53, by the way. And not just because her career has been in a slump. On the episode of Oprah Winfrey Show that aired, Kirstie made a shocking revelation. She hasn't had sex in 4.5 years, confessing, I don't want to have fat sex.
I don't want to have fat sex.
I've seen myself naked. I couldn't believe it, and so I just was crushed. So I don't have sex anymore. I don't want to have fat sex.
I respect that.
What's fat sex?
I don't know. Someone's got.
You know, if she doesn't want to have it, she's had it and it went awful. You know, like just the guy left during the middle of it. I can't even be part of this fat sex.
I guess by the end of the show, we got to define what fat sex is today.
Fat sex. It's sweaty. It stinks,
and it doesn't involve the vagina or the anal cavity.
Which one of the guys?
I think the guys are just having sex with the folds.
The folds.
That's fat sex.
It does look, when you see those big fat women porno pictures that people have some need to send you, it looks like it would be very hard to really get in there, you know? It just looks like there's a lot of baggage out front.
Also, a lot of emotional things you'd have to like block out for yourself. The fact that you're mounting a rhinoceros.
And you know you're thinking, hey, it's Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
You know, it's a celebrity.
Then you see that big fat bullfrog thyroid looking at you, and you're like, ugh. That bloated fat girl thyroid, you just want to sink your teeth into it.
That tire tube Florida Evans thing around the neck.
Right under the neck.
James!
Is that a tumor?
Big tire tube.
That's funny.
Treadless skid.
Rob in Baltimore, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, I was watching HBO this weekend, and Kirstie actually has a show coming on HBO called Fat Actress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
She's marketing this fat Kirstie thing.
Yeah, she's going with it.
Yeah, she's like eating some big-ass plate of spaghetti in front of her.
Man, you
She
gotta
doesn't
take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You have a clip, Eric?
What does he have a clip
Oh,
of?
we have a video clip of from our show, I guess.
Oh, really? When did we start doing a TV show?
I don't know.
We just got it this morning. Somebody emailed it to us, so we could have it up on the website very soon.
Oh, you're just gonna... Okay, I thought we were gonna play it.
No.
It'll be up on opieandanthony.com.
She was Lieutenant Savick on Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan. The best Star Trek, in my personal
Is that
opinion.
the second one?
That was the second one, yeah. Yeah, second one.
Dan Yankee from VA. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, hey, Kirstie Alley ain't that fat.
She ain't that fat?
Hell no, I'd bend her right over, bud.
She's 260 pounds.
That's okay. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. I'd bend her right over.
He is from Virginia.
After all.
You gotta remember.
It comes with the territory.
It certainly does. They love their fat broads down south.
All right.
That's right.
Love them.
Well, Dan Yankee would do Kirstie Alley. Let's say hi to Brian in Virginia.
A girl with a little meat
Hey,
on her
what's up, guys?
bones.
Looks like a lot of people in Virginia got their XM satellite radios recently. A lot
I've
of calls
had
from
mine
Virginia.
For 2 years.
All right, cool. What do you have, Brian?
Hey, definition for fat sex.
Yeah.
When you're trying to find the wet spot, you flip through the rolls till you smell shit, and then you turn back one.
That whole gag.
That was a good one. I never heard that
Oh,
one.
you never heard that one?
No.
That's good. Thank you, Brian.
Later, guys.
All right.
Gruesome.
Let's go to Clint in New Mexico. Hey, Clint. Oh, wait. I messed up here, I
Ah,
think.
there you go.
Clint, you there?
I'm here.
All right, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I wanted to refer to a great scholar by the name of Rodney Carrington
Okay.
with sex with a fat woman. It's like sticking your dick in a coffee can.
Hey, that's not bad.
Coffee can.
But I think it's funny, but I think it's a little hurtful to people who are overweight.
Shut up.
What?
We should be more sensitive on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good line, I guess, if you like to hurt people.
Michael from Colorado, what's up?
Well, I got a fat chick story.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so I was living in Buffalo about 3 years ago or so, and I meet this chick at a Christmas party.
They're not chicks. They're called Buffalo Betties.
Buffalo.
She was a Buffalo Betty.
Buffalo Betties. They got their peacock hairdos, and they wear their oversized sweatshirts, usually with the Bills logo on it, to cover up their bunts. That's what you get in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nicknamed Buffalo Betties.
exactly.
Go ahead.
See, all right, so I mean, I can't front. I mean, I'm into big chicks, right?
You're into big chicks?
Yeah. Well, I'm half blind anyway, so I figure they might as well be bigger so I can see them.
Yeah, but then you have to feel them. That's the worst. You rely on touch. You have to touch that
Touch
mammoth.
and smell. Ugh.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
Two of the worst things you want with a fat broad.
All right, so here's where I get to the feeling part.
You want cancer of the nose, nasal passages, sinuses.
Go ahead.
Cancer of the cunt.
Cancer of the fingertips.
Ugh.
All right, go ahead, Michael.
Okay, anyway, so we get back to my place after a second date. And I'm realizing as she's taking her clothes off, she's been wearing girdles, so she's smaller. So, we kind of get into it because I'm feeling pretty bad because I've already committed to the sex.
Not too sweaty underneath those girdles either.
Wait, you continued having sex with her because you felt bad?
Of course,
and you
he's
already
got her in
committed?
his place. He's committed.
I've committed to the sex.
You don't stop at that point. Screw it. You went the distance. Now the chick's in your place and disrobing. You got to go for it.
There's a point where you're committed to the sex and you'll do it even though you don't want to do it? This
I'm
is
with
something
the guy.
new for me.
It's a commit. It's a pass the fail safe.
You can't come up with some kind of crazy excuse at that point?
Well, I didn't. I just figured I'd pretend she was someone.
All right, so
Is you're willing to set your house on fire?
Without a
You're
doubt.
pretty much committed.
I'll be right back. And you light a match and go, what the hell's going on?
Fire.
Fire alarm goes off. Oh, too bad.
Yeah, okay.
You actually have sex with someone you decide you didn't. What the hell just arrived?
I don't. Somebody delivered these things. I don't know who they are, but who brought those in this morning? Steve. And we asked, me and Jimmy asked, what are those? And Steve goes, they're plastic balls. And Jimmy goes, what's inside them? Thinking they were a case for something. And he goes, no, they're just plastic balls. You could hang them places or. Whose
I think the Christmas
brilliant
ornaments.
idea?
I think you hang these on your tree.
I think Steve wears these as earrings.
Steve, what the hell is this?
They're
Whose
big
brilliant
plastic
idea?
balls.
Someone's sitting around getting stoned with their friends going, wouldn't it be cool to have like plastic balls to hang up? Let's make them.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. They're big plastic, I guess.
It looks like a sack. It's a scrotum with balls in it.
The only way to describe that I found would be like fuzzy dice, but plastic, and they're testicles, and they're to be hung on a rear view window. And a
They're
guy's
too
got
heavy for window, aren't they? A rear view mirror.
rear view mirror.
And then there's a hat that
Several
came with
different-
the box that says "Got Nuts."
Several different sizes. A guy's got a whole website where he sells these things, and he said, "Would you like me to send you a box of stuff?" And I was like, "Go ahead."
I don't think that.
I don't get it.
I don't
I don't
get it.
either.
I don't get it. I don't think this one's going to take off.
Yeah. It's not the next pet rock.
It's not the next Pet Rock or Baby on Board sign.
Right.
thing.
Baby on board.
Oh, he's got T-shirts too. Got Nuts.
Do they have any of those things that have like maybe a lump in them? Or any with just
That's
one
not the
ball
testicle.
and an empty sack?
They've got a lot of weight to them, so I don't know if they'd
what?
fit on a rear view.
This is the
mirror.
stupidest
You
thing
step
I've
on
ever
the brakes and your windshield gets broke.
Dude, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
You
Check
could
this
throw
out.
these off the bridge in Long Island and kill a woman if you don't have a spare turkey. Just throw these off.
The hole that's through here, that's meant to hang it, it's like it's made for a bolt to go through with a washer. I don't understand what this is.
I think there's also pictures on this guy's website of them hanging off the back of car bumpers, like if you want to give your car a set of nuts. I don't.
Dude, this guy is.
I don't know.
What kind of pot is
Listen
he
to the-
smoking?
this
Where
is
can
the
I get
sound.
some?
Here they are. Here's me dropping one from 6 inches. They weigh a ton. This isn't a cute fuzzy dice thing you could. And then the Got Nuts T-shirt. How about Got Bankruptcy, pal? Because I really don't see this taking off.
And you left the best part off. There's not even a delicious cock to enjoy.
Oh, and Got Nuts panties and baby tees.
right.
You could use this
All right, well,
for a hammer.
This guy is trying. I don't get it.
Oh,
A real entrepreneur.
somebody please kill their spouse with this. How perfect would that be?
She was bludgeoned about the head with a plastic pair of nuts.
What is the website?
It's thenutshop.com.
The Nut Shop.
Yeah.
The Nut Shop for all your nut needs.
Buy nuts that you can work on your biceps with. No reason for balls that are this heavy.
Ridiculous.
All right, let's get back to Michael
Ben,
in
take these 'cause
Colorado.
they're probably the size of yours.
And I thought you guys were trying to get rid of all the gay.
That's not gay though. It's just an odd thing
stop.
somebody said.
Yeah, this
You know, we're one for getting rid of the gay, but stop putting the gay tag on anything we talk about now, for God's sake.
A bunch of men can't just have a conversation about some balls for a few minutes.
Ridiculous plastic nuts that some guy's trying to sell.
All right, go ahead, Michael.
Okay.
So so I guess you brought a fat girl home. You didn't realize how fat she was until she removed her girdle that was keeping her like less fat, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you figured, I invite her back to my place. I've committed, so I have to have sex with her. I really don't get that one, but okay, I'll go with it.
It happens. I'm a sensitive guy. I felt guilty.
All right, so what happened?
So I, reached between her crotch, and she has the fattest pussy I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Not cute with pudgy lips like Norton likes. I'm talking fat. Like she gained a lot of weight, and it all went to her cunt. I mean, it was,
All right, hey.
Well, so you wait.
Careful with that word.
Let me see, sir. I happen to like larger vaginal lips, but I mean, you're saying it was almost like the leg extended into it, like that kind of fat.
it was like flabby.
Like was it extra wide?
It was extra wide
and extra high and
Yeah.
extra fat.
Extra fat.
That would be awful.
It was terrible. So then we get into it, and she said, "Wait a minute, I need to get some lube." So she put this big glob of KY jelly on her belly.
Was she carrying it around in her purse or something?
Yeah, it was in her purse. And so...
Gotta baste that turkey.
Yeah, we get into it. It's all getting into the folds in her stomach, and I'm covered in...
KY in the folds of her stomach. Here we go. He goes, I'm covered in it.
Yeah, because it's not just in the area.
Yeah.
No.
You know, it's like if she ate a Hershey bar, it would be all over her face. It's
Right.
the same thing. It just goes everywhere.
Oh, that's hilarious. You're covered in KY. What a sight.
I was disgusted.
Yeah.
And so I figured I'm pissed at this point because I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray.
Mm-hmm.
So I just start giving it to her, and then we turn the lights on after we're done, and I actually fake the orgasm. Thank God I had the condom on so I could kind of get out of there and eject. Turn the light on. Face is red like a fucking Oompa Loompa. She goes, "Oh, that's my rosacea."
She had rosacea too.
Ugh.
What the hell's that?
It's like Sterling Hitchcock, that Yankee pitcher. They always people with those perpetually appley red cheeks that you just want to smash.
Oh, there's a name for that?
Rosacea, yeah.
But sometimes it's not just appley red cheeks. You can almost see the veins on the surface of the skin turning red, and it's blotchy.
So her face turned extra red because she had good sex with you?
I don't know what the hell that was. It was fat sex. I don't know if it was actually
Fat sex.
Fat
This
sex.
must be the fat sex that Kirstie Alley's talking about that she doesn't want to be part of.
Yeah.
And why she hasn't had sex in years.
And after I was done, I went into the shower, and there wasn't enough bleach or hot water to purify my skin.
Were you crying in the bottom
I was
of the
going to
shower?
say, you roll up into a ball
Fetal position?
and do the rape shower.
Take a rape shower.
Scrub yourself till the water gets cold in the tub.
I don't know what happened. I just came home with a fat whole.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
There's no reason for you to have done that either, man. Well, I don't know why you'd have sex with somebody you didn't want to.
Yeah, I don't get that either, but
Robert H. from Salt Lake City is saying if you ever come through Salt Lake, you'll see lots and lots of pickup trucks with those nuts on them. When I see those, I can't decide if it's for the truck or the lack of balls of the driver. I guess it's for a lot of these people with the mentality of, God damn, I drive a Ford and it's got balls. And now your truck can have balls by putting the plastic nuts, and it's got to be durable and heavy because it's going to be outside on a vehicle.
you know what the problem with this is? There's no penis attached. No,
Can you please isolate
We
that?
I know,
need
I know.
that clip.
But-
Mark it.
But you're driving down the road, right? And this is hanging from the back of a car. You don't even know what it is at first.
It's just got to have balls.
Right.
That's why there's only
You
veins
don't really know
on
what
one
it is.
side. That's for the side that faces the people.
right.
And the other side goes against your bumper.
It looks like it could be a hanging eggplant. I don't know. It does
Yeah, it does look like a couple of eggplants.
something.
It's just dumb.
It is really dumb.
Who's gonna go? Ha! Look at that hanging from the car. Ha!
Where do I get mine?
No one.
I think it's I think there's a certain mindset of people that might pick that up and put it on their vehicle.
It's
is
got
what I'm
balls, don't
saying.
it?
Yeah.
Tony on Long Island. What's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Just to say, talk about taking one for the team. I used to work for a company, and I dealt with a girl in Chicago who she moved down to Atlanta. And so we got talking, and I just broken up with my girlfriend. And so one night we started having phone sex after she gave me her home number. So I said, you know what, this is crazy. Let's meet halfway between Atlanta and Richmond and find out, and let's have sex for real. So I get in the car, it's Belmont weekend, I'm stuck in traffic, bleary-eyed. 9 hours later, I get down to Richmond, Virginia, and I get out of the car, and she's like 350 pounds, and I'm like, holy shit.
You didn't ask those questions before you decided to commit to a long drive?
I was like, well, whatever. I just broken up with a girlfriend of 4 years. I wanted to get one right out of the way, just to have it happen. And I got down there, and it was just like she was huge. But I was like, I can't turn around without getting some, so I took one for the team.
I don't get that,
Oh,
man.
dude, that's awful. I won't talk to a fat chick if she lives 5 minutes from me, much less drive 9 hours and acknowledge one. What's wrong with you?
All right, well, here's the real shame, is that she was a real nymphomaniac, and I wanted to get anal sex. So I flew down to Atlanta and banged her in the ass all weekend. It was horrible. We're out in Buckhead, and there's like all these hot chicks. There I am with this big pig, like this bar in Buckhead.
Oh, wow.
It was horrible.
Did she want to go out?
Yeah, she's like, oh, let's go out.
So now you got to walk around with her?
Yeah, it was horrible. She wanted to come to New York, and I was like, absolutely not. Cut it off right there.
It's all about the anal sex. I've walked around Buckhead. You're right. There's a lot of beautiful women in that area. And
She wants to show you
with the 350-pound girl because she needs to go out.
You got on a plane to have sex with a barnyard animal. Congratulations.
That's hilarious.
You too, guys.
All right. I like when the honesty comes out on this show, man.
That's, something that reminds me a lot of the Dreamweaver story from years ago. I remember that. It was because I didn't want to be seen with her, and it's self-centered. It's nasty. It's probably not the nicest thing to do, but it was a girl that I met on the CB radio, named Dreamweaver, of course. That's the music. Her name was Dreamweaver. That was her CB handle, the Dreamweaver.
And what were you again?
I was Wrangler.
That's right, Wrangler.
I was the Wrangler because my job back then was on horseback. I would keep stable animals together and in their pens, and I was a wrangler. If any of the steer got out, I would wrangle them back in. The Wrangler.
I hope that's why you got that name.
Yeah, there's many.
So that is why.
Well, so did you use the CB radio to try to pick up chicks back then?
No.
Was it for the job?
I didn't use it to pick up chicks. Everyone had a CB back then. It was, it
was all the rage.
The mid to late 70s, so everyone had CB. No one had cell phones, Opie, so it was,
Breaker. Breaker for the Dreamweaver. You got your ears on? It's the Wrangler. I'll be 10-10, 10-8 on the side. Dreamweaver, if you're out there. Okay, Dreamweaver, if you're out there, the Wrangler's on the side. Out.
But how did you start talking to her? She just happened to be on the CB one day?
Yeah, I think I was trying to get in touch with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my brother Joe.
Hey, Flying Fingers. You out there, Flying Fingers?
His name was Flying Fingers?
Yeah.
Why?
A guitar player.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh. Hey, Flying Fingers, you out there?
And then one day I hear a voice over the radio, and it was Dreamweaver.
It's Dreamweaver, and she almost had like an attitude like, why am I talking on the bullhorn now? Like Daria on MTV. Daria? She kind of had that whole thing, so it was kind of a cool attitude back then.
So I started talking to her,
Hey, Dreamweaver, this is the Wrangler. Well, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Dana Point. Oh, I'm San Juan Capistrano. I'm right, down the road. Oh. Well, I gotta go. Okay.
How old were you?
And then maybe, oh, God.
13, 14?
Yeah, 13. And we kind of, every night when I'd get on the CB radio.
She was there?
She was there. She was always on the CB. And we would talk.
That should have been your first clue.
Should have been the first clue. Always on the CB radio. And I decided one day that I was going to ask her on a date. A date. But, my term kind of date. Not your ordinary date. We're going to go horseback riding. Because I have horses. And that's what I do. That's what I do now. So, you gotta,
Dreamweaver to Wrangler. Like to know what you're doing this Saturday. Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. You want to go horseback riding with me?
And you never met her?
Never met her.
That's the key to the story. Okay.
Never met her. Okay. You know where the river bed splits in Capistrano? Yeah, I know that. Okay, I'll meet you there, and we'll go riding this weekend. We got a bunch of hills we could go riding up in. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, Dreamweaver out. Okay, Wrangler, over and out. I'll see you Saturday.
Were you all excited at this point?
Oh, It's great.
Because you have this image in your head, what she looks like, probably.
Dreamweaver, Opie. The name.
It should say it all.
She's weaving dreams in my head of what she could be. Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver has to be a hot chick, right?
Absolutely. Dreamweaver. So all day Saturday, all morning, I got up early. I washed 2 horses, which, it's quite a chore, and brushed the horses down. They looked great. Take some saddle soap to the saddle and everything.
Did you clean out their sheath?
No, I didn't clean out the sheath, pulling out hunks of beef jerky out of there. Never understood the people that did clean out the sheath. There was some stable...
cleaning out the sheath?
Dude, there was some stable whores that used to keep horses around where we kept them. And they were girls, in their teens. They had these horses that used to clean their horses. You got to clean the hoofs. You take this hook in your hand, lift the hoof up, and you're like scraping horse shit out of their hoofs.
Right.
Clean it out. And then you brush them, you bathe them. You got to clean their teeth sometimes, and their ears. And then their sheath. This is a male horse. They don't walk around with their dick hanging out all the time. It goes up into a sheath that's on their underbelly. This sheath gets filthy. And dried up skin and dirt
and rocks get caught up in there.
All kinds of crap gets caught in there. And these girls would reach up, grab this giant horse cock, and just pull it out of the sheath and start picking off all this dirt as they're just, talking. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Does the horse get excited?
Sometimes, yeah. But most of the part, they're just looking around, eating their hay and getting stuff picked off of them. Just disgusting. No, I didn't clean the sheath.
Just smelled it under your fingernails.
It did. Some of these pieces were like beef jerky.
Dude, when I was at college...
Yeah.
Are you done with the sheath part? Because it's reminding me of something. When I was at college, I had this roommate, and his job on the weekends was to mate horses.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to go to work with a raincoat on. And his whole job, I swear to God. Because I don't know, but I hear, like, when they, it's unbelievable. It's everywhere, and there's a lot of it.
It's just calamity.
Is it really?
Yeah. We used to
Have you seen
breed horses.
You've seen a horse just ejaculate?
We didn't do it like they do it now. It's very technical and stuff.
Right.
In a lab, We just threw a horse that was in heat together with a stallion, and they would go at it. And a lot of times, the horse would miss. But horses just are completely premature. The horse would hop up on the other one. The stallion would hop up on the mare. And if the horse's cock just, hit the thigh of the other horse, and it would just go spraying everywhere.
And there's a lot of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because this kid he had his special raincoat, and his whole job was to make sure he got that, penis into her.
Right, he'd try to put it in.
And he would get covered with freaking horse sperm.
They get all worked up, and unless it's in, if it's not in, it's going to go everywhere.
What a job.
So they would go crazy.
Because, college, man, you're all hungover and tired, and this was his job, after maybe 2 hours sleep, he would get his raincoat and go down to the horse farm to mate horses.
Yeah, that's right, old boy. So you're gonna get a piece of her, aren't you? Oh, calm down. Oh, hey, oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm not gonna race him though. I'm just gonna jerk him off.
Very good.
Just gonna clean his sheath.
So, all right, Dreamweaver, the horses are ready for your little date, right?
Yeah.
All
right, getting all excited for my date. Clean the horse up. And now I was riding up into the hills that we used to ride up in all the time and take care of the cattle and everything. So I wanted to look the part. So I had my Western attire on, Opie, and I was the lil cowboy.
Oh my God!
I had the hat, I had the boots, spurs, chaps, jeans, and a Western style shirt. That's how I used to dress.
Did you have a gay video crew following you?
In any other circumstance, that is very gay. But I was actually doing the work. I was a working cowboy out there, out west. And I want to look the part. I had my rifle. I had saddlebags with our lunch in it and stuff. And I even had a bedroll Just in case.
Hey.
Just in case old Dreamweaver decided to be a goer. I had everything I needed. And what I planned on doing, I had all these fantasies going on in my head. She was weaving dreams on me. Mm-hmm. I was going to go out there. I was going to shoot a rabbit and then skin it and cook it right there like I knew how to do, like I'd done plenty of times when we used to go out camping and stuff. And I was going to, like, cook her a rabbit.
And you were going to live off the land with Dreamweaver.
Off the land, just me and Dreamweaver up in the hills. And I was thinking this, and this was what I was going to do.
Skinny 13-year-old kid.
Oh, pull out my 6-gun. Yeah! Look at me. I just bagged us a rabbit, Dreamweaver.
And you're so hot.
Oh, yeah. I was completely like, I had been thinking about this all day.
How long had you been talking to her?
Probably about 2 weeks, I guess. About 2 weeks, just talking. So we kind of got to know each other and everything. And she was into horses, and I thought this was going to be a great first date. I was going to show what a man I was. I even got some home brew. It was this stuff that the Mexicans used to make at a stable that was real close to ours. They used to take these bourbon barrels that they would get from the distillery, fill it up with 3 gallons of water, and then roll it around every day for about a month. And when you poured it out, you got a gallon would come out of just the strongest fuck-you-up liquid I've ever had in my life.
Moonshine.
Besides some of that, maybe get Dreamweaver a little, get a little tipsy and stuff. Drink it out of those tin cups like the old West guys used to do. Want to snort? Keep it with the old West motif. Well, get the horses, go to where the river splits there in San Juan Capistrano, and I'm waiting for her. Got there early,
Oh, you got butterflies in your stomach,
I
right?
did. I'm still looking at everything, making sure everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And off in the distance, I see a figure walking down the riverbed, and that must have been Dreamweaver. Like, here she comes. But it's just a speck coming, and I can't quite figure it out yet. But
maybe the sun's in your eye a little bit, but
I'm looking.
You see the silhouette, right?
I'm looking. She came in out of the rising sun. Yeah, I was looking. As she's getting closer, I'm thinking, well, maybe the heat is, spreading things out. How the heat waves on the highway make the highway look a little wider.
A little higher, yeah.
Yeah. It could get like that.
Was it cold? Maybe she had a Parker on.
Maybe she had something, even though it was a very hot day.
Right.
Oh, God. No. And as she got closer, I can't explain my disappointment.
I think I can explain it with this.
Dude, the disappointment is really coming back to me now. I'm kind of remembering how disappointing it was. I had this image of this beautiful girl that was going to come and ride with me, and I swear I was going to take the ride first through town and then up into the hills, just so people could see me with the girl I imagined I was going to be with.
And then your date was going to end with puppet sex?
It was just going to be
crazy.
Having
having sex on the riverbed.
Having sex like the Marlboro Man. I was just going to be there with this hot girl in a bedroll with a campfire
up against
with
the
my
tree
rabbit
and the
cooking
river,
over it,
sure.
and guns and whiskey and broads and horses and fucking a manly night with my hot broad Dreamweaver. The disappointment set in at 100 yards. I saw her big fat head and her big fat face and her greasy stringy hair.
Oh, God.
And her loose-fitting, bunt-ridden jeans.
Bunt-ridden jeans.
Yeah.
The bunt wore away the jeans like your knees wear.
Oh, yeah. A little frayed at the bunt.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that because I had built it up to something so huge in my head. The disappointment was such a letdown.
Did you fake it though, like a big smile, like "Hey"?
I don't even think I did. And perhaps she was just as disappointed, thinking I was this Marlboro Man. I was, Mr. Macho, and there I am with my, little skinny arms and, trying to pull off the cowboy thing. But, She was fat. It was very disappointing.
So what'd you do?
I tried to say, hey, how you doing, with a big smile and stuff, but it was just like, hey, what's up? I think the person that was more pissed was the horse that she got a ride. Looked at me like, thanks. Thanks a lot.
What was the Clydesdale busy?
Yeah. I said, how you doing? She hops on the horse. No ride through town.
Mm-hmm.
No proud ride through town as I show off this girl, I imagine, just hair blowing as people looked up and went, wow, what a beautiful girl on that horse. And turned directly around, went down the river, up into the hills. Took a ride for about, I'll be honest, 45 minutes. That was it. No bedroll, no fire, no hunting rabbit.
No sex.
I'd had a bag of moose to feed that bitch, believe me. With no rabbit. She'd ate the rabbit whole, fur and all.
One bite. Done.
Yeah. And none of that fun stuff I imagined. 45 minutes, I just went like, we better get heading in. And I think she even asked why, and I said something, the horse, I think the one you're on was coming up lame or something, and, I had to get it back early. But I had a great time, thanks. Dropped her back off where the river splits, and took the horse back. Was disappointed. I remember my father was all happy and stuff. He said, hey, how'd it go, It's like, oh, Dad, she was a fat broad. And she said something that Jimmy said the other day, sometimes you just got to go hogging.
That's what Dad said?
Yeah, he always had kind words of wisdom like that.
You truly had the greatest dad.
Yeah.
You really had the greatest dad.
And that was...
You never saw her again, did you?
Nope. I think I saw her once more. I never called... Like, I'd be on the CB,
Hey, it's the Wrangler looking for flying fingers. Wrangler looking for flying fingers. You out there flying fingers? Hey, Wrangler, it's Dreamweaver. Wrangler out.
You just blew it off totally?
Dreamweaver, Wrangler. You got your ears on? Yeah, unfortunately for you, I had my eyes on that day, and I saw what a fat pig you were. Yeah, hey, Dreamweaver, got your pork chops on?
Wow.
Yeah, so I saw her one night at a party at another stable, and she was singing round a campfire with a bunch of other people, and we kind of just traded a passing glance. But I think, she knew that I was disappointed. I couldn't even hide it because of what I built up. No one would have lived up to that.
Yes, Jimmy?
Nothing. I'm just empathizing with him.
Yeah.
It stinks.
All right, why don't we take a break? Yeah, that does stink.
Who is that girl that was in Playboy years ago? Hef's like first real celebrity chick. Barbie Benton. Remember Barbie Benton?
I know her name. Where was she from?
She was just, I don't know.
She was a hot,
and she was in Playboy.
Brunette, centerfold.
Yeah, she was in Playboy. That was my image. It was Barbie Benton was going to show up. And if we'll find a picture, I'm sure we will, during commercials or something, pop one up or someone send a link.
Instead, Kirstie Alley showed up.
Yes. That was it. I expected Barbie Benton. I got Kirstie Alley.
And there it goes. All right, why don't we take a break?
Breaker to the Wrangler.
I know.
It's the Dreamweaver, and I got my ears on. Breaker. I look a lot like Bobby Benton on the radio.
Where's Dreamweaver, boy?
You're hunting rabbit. I want a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper, and make it snappy. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
And then there she came out. Yoo-hoo, Wrangler!
Thank you, nice lady. Nice ass.
Oh, fat pig.
All right. Kirstie Alley on Letterman.
Oh, for her new show?
Fat actress. Anyone watch that last night? Was it on last night or 2 nights ago?
2 nights ago.
Nathaniel, you want to give a review?
Ooh.
You're the only one that watched it.
All her movies are popping up now, too. Do you notice this? I just saw...
Well, because she's hot again.
I know. I just saw a Runaway with Tom Selleck, kisses Gene Simmons, and Kirstie Alley was in that one. She buys it. Gene Simmons actually sticks her in the back of the neck with a knife and kills her. She was in that. And then I saw this other one where she plays... who is that? that woman that was
Kate
feminist. Smith? No, she's the feminist that infiltrated the Playboy Mansion, Playboy bunnies. Yeah, kind of can't remember.
Certainly wasn't Gloria Steinem.
Yeah, well,
USA played Madhouse not too long ago. Her and John Larroquette. They've been rerunning that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so all of a sudden all these bad movies come out and you go, why are they playing this? And then you realize, because Kirstie Alley.
They're actually remaking Runaway. It's where she walks up to Gene and asks for an autograph, and that's what he does.
Nathaniel, fat actress.
It's basically an attempt at sort of a Curb Your Enthusiasm type show.
Really?
Sort of an unscripted thing.
Except, curb your appetite.
Yeah.
Well,
I brought in some audio from it that's just painfully not funny.
The unfunny drops?
Yeah. I even labeled them as such. So there's no confusion.
So the show is awful?
Yeah, it's just her, like, whining and crying a lot, just making loud crying noises, which isn't funny or entertaining. So.
All right, let's...
She's trying to steal that whole Ann Nicole Smith vibe, which worked for a little while, the whole wacky, I'm so unpredictable and emotionally unstable, you never know what I'm going to do type of crap, and it's forced and disingenuous.
Well, that's the problem with Hollywood. You know, a show hits, and then everyone feels like they have to jump on top and just, rip off the idea.
Well, Ann Nicole stunk, too, because she was trying to... Ozzy's charisma of being unpredictable and on these medications, that was for real. He wasn't trying to play a character. He was just out of his mind. And, of course, she was trying to take it over the top, and she sucked.
Jim Greer from Long Island, jgreer@hotmail.com. Is that your email address? Jgreer? J. Greer?
Jgreer.
@hotmail.com.
What about him?
Maybe our listeners can tell them why we're whining on the air and why we're whiny faggots on the air about this and why we should resolve it off the air like we haven't tried a million times. Yeah, maybe that's it. J. Greer, Greer, @hotmail.com. Maybe our listeners can email him and explain to him the situation. You fucking ass cock. Dick.
See, here's the problem. We discussed this off air, but nothing really gets done.
Right.
Sorry to say, Washington, but it just doesn't. And then it affects, our performance on the air.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of something, and then, the volume in your headphone gets so loud that it hurts.
Yeah.
What, you're supposed to make believe it's not happening and continue laughing at a bit or something?
Yeah, Jim, when you're at work and the gas pump breaks, you bitch about it right there when you're trying to pump someone's gas, right? You bitch about it right there on the spot. You don't wait until your workday's over, do you? Ass.
All right, so we got some drops from Fat Actress with Kirstie Alley. All right, see, that was really freaking loud.
Mm-hmm. It really was.
Oh, my God. It goes right through you. I'll turn down the volume, but then do it. Oh. I'll try this. I don't know. I'll turn down my headphone volume, but
Hello?
Kirstie, it's Sam. How's the diet going?
Really well. The pounds are just melting off.
What the hell
I think
is
that was her talking to her agent, and just like the joke is she's crying because she's fat.
Oh, but he says, how are you? And she says, really good. Like, wait a minute. So she's like, she seems sad, but she says good.
Yeah.
That's kind
so
of
is this ironic. A reality show, or is this...
No,
it's fake. It's fake.
It's a fake reality show, kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Exactly. She's playing herself. Some other people are playing themselves, like John Travolta and like NBC execs.
Boy, does he need another Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Although Staying Alive was underrated.
Got a movie out right now.
Which one?
Oh, you said Travolta. Never mind.
I'm thinking Battles on Earth.
Be Cool, right?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, he's got Be Cool, but that's, that doesn't look good. That's a stupid...
But that's what I'm saying. He's still trying.
Yeah, but he needs,
that should have been a good sequel.
He needs, one of those big movies that are really good.
And the real star of Pulp Fiction was Sam Jackson anyway. I mean, Travolta was very good.
Travolta was great, man.
But I still preferred Sam Jackson.
I think the dynamic between the two made Samuel L. Jackson look better. I don't think without Travolta it really would have worked.
All right, let's go to another clip here from Fat Actress.
Listen to me. Listen, do you think they said to Marlon Brando, listen, hey, Marlon, you're a little bit too fucking fat to do Apocalypse?
They are all men.
I can play a man. I am an actress. I think that you're forgetting the fact that I have won, 2, 3 Emmys and Golden Globes and many People's Choice Awards. And that, you know what, Sam, that is People's Choice Award. All right? They can choose They have a choice. And you know what? They chose me.
She compared herself to Brando as she was doing that awful acting just there.
Yeah, I just brought that one in because I thought it might piss some people off.
Too bad she can't compare herself to Cheyenne and hang herself.
That's pretty awkward. She compares herself to Brando and then does the worst acting job ever.
Yep.
Wow, that's really bad.
God, John, we got to work together. Didn't we have fun? Let's do Look Who's Talking 4. Come on.
Oh, please.
Well, we haven't explored all the possibilities. I mean, we've never had talking cats. We haven't. We could have, like, Chris Rock be like the cat.
It's not a good idea.
Wow, this acting is really, really bad.
This bitch stinks.
Really
She's
awful.
Playing herself, too.
But it's not funny in an ironic way. It's not funny in a parody way. It just sucks. It's not like detached and hip. Like, well, look what she's doing about the reality thing. She's kind of goofing on it.
Yeah.
It's awful on every level. Layer by layer, it stinks.
And she's not honest at all. When I saw this show, because it's been advertised all over the place, I was thinking it was an actual reality show.
Me too, yeah.
Where, this is what she goes through being fat in Hollywood and how she's, trying to get parts as she tries to lose the weight. So you see her dieting and really exercising and still taking the calls and slowly but surely losing the weight, and then people maybe started to pay more attention to her because that's what they do in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
But this is all just play acting. It's awful.
And it's like hack ideas, too. Like, they talk about setting her up with a black man because they like big butts. It's just like... That's
I get
the next track, actually.
Let's name all the black men that we know.
Okay, I'm going to make a list. Black men.
LL Cool J.
Yes.
Lenny Kravitz. Those guys are always with model girls. They're with skinny ass
Kravitz
girls.
is too
Come on,
small
Kravitz
anyways,
is Nicole Kidman. Her ass is this big.
Colin Powell.
Oh, he's smart.
Yeah.
He's very smart.
Is he married to Condoleezza Rice?
No.
O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, no, my hair's a little too blonde for that right now.
No, true.
Wow.
All right. You got to smash that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you guys would never ask me to pull drops from that again.
No,
So I wanted to...
I'm glad we at least...
that is awful.
At least we took a peek. Dude, I was going in, man.
Oh, I thought you were throwing it.
No way.
You got the assist.
I didn't give it to you for the slam dunk. That was going in from the three-point range.
No, you got the assist.
All right, so then that's some of the audio of the show. And then she went on David Letterman. This is quick. I'm sure David Letterman will kiss her ass.
I wonder what comedian he bumped to give her more time.
I didn't hear this before the show, but I guarantee he's kissing her ass, unfortunately. Need an honest talk show host. But then again, no one would go on it. Hence the Opie and Anthony program. Come on.
This is like an old World War II submarine. It's like an old U-boat that we're in. You got to kick things and...
Sorry, Jim, but we're going to have to bitch again because, see, this is where the show is affected. I want to play a Letterman clip, but now I have to figure out what's wrong with the CD player. It says 0086.
Blow the ballast tanks.
Does anyone have a owner's manual for the CD player?
What error is it when it says 001?
86.
86.
That was probably the last year the equipment was working properly.
Sorry, Jim. I'll just make believe this isn't happening as the CD is jammed in the CD player.
Oh,
jammed right in
God.
there.
It's totally...
Oops, hitting the eject button. Ah, there you go.
Does anyone do a Dave Letterman, impression? We'll just make believe this.
Yes, let me do a good Letterman impression. Well, Nathaniel, glad you came down and performed. Sit in the dressing room while the credits roll. You're bumped. How was that?
All right, well, now it's working.
Nathaniel, he would be thrilled by that anyway.
Thanks for my break. Yeah.
That he's actually there.
Mars, you know what? I don't think it's you because now it queued up. There's like weird gremlins in this studio. So here's Kirstie Alley on David Letterman.
Where did all of this begin, kind of the new you? When did this happen? What happened?
I think I just went on an eating spree.
Right.
And just kept it up. Mm-hmm. I'm one of those people that sort of more is better. And that's good for certain things.
Right. And then, did it get to the point where you thought, well, I've got to do something about this, or is it okay now?
Yes, it did, because, I have this goal to do handsprings when I'm 90. I don't know why, because I was sort of a gymnast, and I thought, I want to be able to do a handspring when I'm 90. So last summer I did my yearly handspring, and I almost broke my wrist. Mm-hmm. And I fell on my head, and then I fell flat on my back. And I think it was because I was so fat that I crushed myself.
Oh, she is incorrigible.
Stop it!
Oh, my goodness.
You know what she should be forced to do? Just stand there naked while audience members swing a mallet at her fat chest.
She was, considered pretty hot back in the old days.
Well, she's already started losing weight, and she's starting to look hot again.
I think she's a little over that hump, you know what I mean? Where I don't think she's ever going to be, that hot again.
Well, she's in her 50s.
Yeah.
Is she in her 50s?
Yeah, that's old in Hollywood.
Yeah. Sometimes the fat, as you get older, the fat keeps the wrinkles from showing, And then these chicks lose a lot of the weight, and then you realize that they're old. When she's fat, she's just like, wow, that's Kirstie Alley fat. It looks like she did when she was young, only like inflated with air or something. But then she loses weight. It might be grim. Who knows?
This might be another way of her justifying her career being over. She's saying, "Oh, I'm too fat for roles." Actually, she's too old.
Oh, there you go. And she's not getting roles anyway, and she could blame it on the fat.
I like the confidence of Nathaniel.
Yeah.
He's just now hanging out, being part of the show.
He really is just piping in, holding a chair, not confident enough yet. Slowly, here's what's going to happen.
He's ready to sit down. He's like, should I go for the sit down?
He'll be in mid-sentence, and he'll kind of pull it back, go, no, well, that's what happened. Right. And he'll move forward to the mic, and then as he'll back up, he'll just kind of accidentally plug down into it.
And he's part of the show.
Yeah. It's hilarious. He's having this whole debate in his head. The guys are really going with it. I'm on the air with them, and I brought in this audio, and they're appreciating me. Should I sit down and just join the show?
Is that debate going on in your head just like that?
It's like my legs are a little tired, and there is this seat right there in front of that microphone. No one's sitting there.
I won't interrupt.
Right. I'll just pipe in when I really feel confident.
Yeah. I thought it'd be a little presumptuous of me to just pop a squat and start pointing at Derek to fire things. And
writing out little signs for me to read off. Yeah. Pieces of paper, sure.
All right, here's another clip from Letterman.
And when people like myself would make jokes about you being fat.
Oh, God, I thought it was so funny.
See, Paul, there you go.
No.
That's why she's here.
I just thought it was so always.
Wait, so if you're the host, you can make fun of people being fat, but if you're a comic performing on the show, no victims in the jokes.
Might offend somebody.
I see.
Yeah.
You know what? You're missing something else, though, in that audio. And I'm going to back up.
All right.
Uh-oh.
You could tell that she does not think it's funny at all.
Doesn't. No fatty thinks it's funny.
Nope, you're right.
Being made fun of.
You could just tell because she's trying to really sell it.
Even Pat from Unaki's got those tears running down those red cheeks of his.
Right.
I'm sure.
Listen again as she tries to sell the fact that she thinks it's funny when people make fun of her fatness.
Yes.
And when people like myself would make jokes about you being fat.
Oh, God, I thought it was so funny.
See, Paul, there you go.
No.
That's why she's here.
I just thought it was so always so funny.
See how she's just over the top selling it? No, I'm telling you, it's so funny.
Believe me, it's perfectly fine.
No, it's not.
I did.
Somebody with a sense of humor for a change.
Yeah, it made me want to party in your pants.
What? Yeah. Even with you in there, it wouldn't be that crowded.
That's a compelling interview.
All right, we have one more clip,
Compelling.
and we'll move on. Because Stephen Piercy's like, what the F is going on? I'm just sitting here. We'll get him in a second here. But one more clip from David Letterman.
And is this part of your goal? You're striving to get back into that more active dating?
I want to be promiscuous.
Yeah. All right.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Did you have a promiscuous time?
Yes, I did.
Well, see, I didn't.
You didn't really?
I didn't really. I'm one of the girls that you make out with me, you marry me. Okay?
Yeah.
But I don't want to be that anymore.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't want to be that girl.
Yeah.
I want to be the girl that you have an affair with for a year, and then we have to part ways and pretend like we're sad and cry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would think that there would be quite a lot of men who would be interested in that with you.
Yeah, those are fatty lovers. There's guys like that, freaks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But is there anything wrong with that, really?
I think it is if you only want to bang fat girls, yeah.
If you only want to bang fat girls.
Oh, Letterman is a great show.
Like talking to Noel Coward.
Oh, that's funny. What a show.
Great stuff.
You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of a black guy running around with a Sambo mask. The way she's selling herself and pretending it's all... She's a black guy running around going, how you doing, boss?
Yes.
And pretending that he gets the joke and he's comfortable with the joke when really he wants to cut your throat for laughing along with him.
She's step it, fetch it, and eat it.
She's
step and break it.
She's gonna sell the whole fat thing because that's what's happening for her right now and giving her all this attention.
Yeah.
But let's fast forward a couple years. The fat actress show goes away, and then you see Kirstie Alley balloon back up to where she is because that's what she that's her body type and what she's gonna want to do. That's why most diets don't work. They work for a short time, and then somewhere in your subconscious you just want to eat and you want to snack and you want to do this, and slowly but surely you get fat again, right?
Something tells me she eats a lot to get that fat.
Well, and she will again.
Yeah.
So when this project's over, it's not about her being fat anymore, and you see her on the street and you call her fat. Yeah, see how much she really enjoys it.
Yeah.
Banging fat chicks.